Hello, this is for Sagittarius. This is a general reading to bring information, insight, and maybe new things you haven't thought of for money, job, and career for September 2025. It might not connect with you 100%, but some parts might. And if it doesn't connect at all, please check back on the next one. So let's get started. First card I have here is Risk. Taking a calculated risk is sometimes necessary in order to advance. Have the courage to face the fear, uncertainty. Don't focus on the outcome. The odds are better than you think. The next card I have here is Imagine. The next one I have is Renewal, which is Judgment in Tarot. Review the past and the present so you can plan a bright new future, understanding your life purpose, releasing judgments of yourself and others. And the tarot cards are Page of Swords, Seven of Cups, Four of Swords, Nine of Wands, Seven of Swords, and the Hermit. So I'm going to read from the book for Imagine. This is a powerful time to get clear on how you create your prosperity, what it means to you to be prosperous, and what attributes you need to develop in yourself to make things happen. Or I should say, and what attributes you need to develop in yourself to make things happen. Who do you need to be to live out your dreams? Can you imagine the kind of life you desire? Really imagine it, without holding back the sheer force of your powers of creativity. If you can envision it, you can have it. Get ready, for prosperity is waiting for you to claim it now. Act as if your dreams really will come true. Okay, so the first card I'm going to get started with is the Nine of Wands. So with that energy, there could have been financial and work pressure, energy drained from that, but you're standing firm and protect your boundaries. You could be feeling worn down, but still standing. And for some, practice the word no. And you are resilient, which is able to withstand or recover quickly from a situation. And you could be tested. So you're not giving up after these challenges you've had. And then after that, we go to the Four of Swords. So with that energy, you could have been overthinking about your money. So that's with that Nine of Wands, where there could have been the pressure of all of the work and the money. So you've been going through a period of hard work. So there's a need for rest and self-care and spend time alone and build back your energy. And for some, there could have been job loss or just loss of finances, assets. After, maybe for some there was job loss or there was a separation from someone or a job. So just take a time out for yourself. Rebuild your energy. And then after that, we go to the Hermit. And that connects totally with the Four of Swords there, where you're going to take a time out, self-reflection, thinking about the next step to take, clearing your mind, and what things you need to keep and change. And then after the Hermit, we go to the Seven of Swords here. So with that energy, there is a need for smart and strategic thinking in the face of a current challenge. So challenges from your finances and from work. So also, you have the foresight and resourcefulness and skills needed to overcome any obstacles. So maybe you've had to rely on the resources you've had and that is anything with your housing, car, high-speed internet, a neighborhood with recreational areas, education, job, income, time, and health. So yeah, you've had to lean on that, and you've had, you have the resources to help you get over all these challenges you've been going through. And also, when I see this Seven of Swords, I think of you're going to make a grounded decision, because there's a Two of Swords here. Swords are in the ground. You're going to make a grounded decision, which is a well-balanced and practical decision of a situation. You're going to take control of the situation, not letting other people distract you with their mind games, thoughts, ideas, negative thinking or energy, lies, misjudging, manipulation, and bullying. I know that's not all that applies to you, but maybe just one of those. And also, don't let your mind run away from you, your thoughts and distractions. So you're going to take control of that. And then after the Seven of Swords, we go to the Imagine card. So your imagination turning into manifestation, creative thoughts, visualization, a time to get clear on how you create prosperity. If you can envision it, you can have it. Prosperity is waiting for you, and claim it now. So that's what I was saying with the Five of Swords. Don't let your mind run away from you, your thoughts and distractions. You're going to turn your imagination, your creative thoughts into reality. And then next we go to the Risk card. So it says, taking a calculated risk is sometimes necessary in order to advance. So calculated risk is essential for achieving success and leading a fulfilling life. It involves making informed decisions with a clear understanding of potential benefits and downsides. And you could be using math, and there's planning and estimating. So yeah, you're making plans for your next move here. And then next is the Seven of Cups. So with that energy just presents itself, which is good and bad choices to choose from, financial opportunities, career options, and you're filled with creativity and excitement about potentials, new projects, opportunities. So take grounded action to bring your visions to reality, because as you can see, it's all up in the air. And that's what I was saying here. The Two of Swords is in the ground, so you're going to take grounded action to these opportunities that are present. And after the Seven of Cups, we're going to go to the Page of Swords. So with that energy, there's planning and strategy. Again, there's planning and strategy with that calculated risk. Carefully weighing the pros and cons before signing contracts. Financial curiosity, new ideas for making money, new career for some, education, and it can represent communication. So whatever these opportunities are here, there'll be communication involved, and innovation, and moving forward with projects, ideas for making money, and you're doing research, and there's messages coming in, information, and learning. So yeah, it's like a new start of something here, that all these opportunities are, you're going to take action. And then after that, we go to the Renewal card, which is Judgment in Tarot. So it says, review the past and the present so you can plan a bright new future. So that's what this whole reading is about. This is all for your future. It's all about planning your next steps. And it is a call to fulfill your destiny. So a destiny is a sense of purpose or direction that individuals can actively shape through their choices and action. and it can be changed. So whatever you decide, maybe you wanted one thing before, but now you can change it. You have the control. It's your life purpose, life review. It's a time to reinvent yourself. Visualize your happiest possible future and take the appropriate steps. Pay attention to inspiration and original creative ideas. And that's what this creative ideas here. The sword is the mind, thinking, ideas. So also, you'll be hitting a milestone. So there's going to be some significant point in your life that you're going to be hitting. And it could be just a new chapter, major accomplishments, anniversary. It could be school, marriage, children, retiring, any one of those things. But something significant is coming. I also see 2 20s. There's a 20 here, a 20 here. So basically the 2 is amplified. So it's choices, and you're going to balance things out here. That's what I was saying about the 2 of Swords. You're going to make a balanced, grounded, practical decision. And then I also see 2 7s. There's a 7 here and a 7. And that's spirituality. And also 2 9s here, 9 and a 9. So that's also completion. So endings. So it's a transition phase. So you're getting ready to make this calculated risk, whatever it is in your life. You're going to make a lot of planning here. And, you're going to go for it, which is pretty awesome. Okay, so now I'm going to grab a couple of these cards. We'll see what comes out. First one is Healer. You have the spiritual gift of healing and a desire to share it with others. Yeah, for some, maybe you're in the medical field, or just, take time for yourself. Like I said, with the 4 of Swords and the Hermit, just take a time to rebuild your energy and your knowledge that you know. So after all this you've been through, maybe you can help others that's going through the same thing. And the second one is practice. Polish your skills by practicing regularly. Yes, I see instrument here, the flute. Maybe you play an instrument, or just whatever you decide to do, what you're planning to do here, this calculated risk. It's the new you, basically. It's a renewal. So practice whatever you're going to do. Take notes, get a notebook, whatever you got to do. It's calculated. Like I said, there's math can be involved. Just lots of planning. So it sounds very exciting. All right, that was your reading. And if this connected with you in any way, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Peace.